That's fat. Alright, welcome back to another episode. On this episode, we're going to do a bit of a shop session. So, as you probably would have seen from the thumbnail, we've got a VS GTS in here, one of my personal favourite cars. But we are going to be banging the engine back in, transmission, clutch, all of the driveline pretty much. And then I'll show you all the couple of bits and pieces we've done along the way. But we'll be showing you this one, and then we're going to be heading over here. Alright, so you would have seen Jamie's car on another episode of ours before he went to Hold Nationals, but he's getting ready for Drag Challenge. Drag Challenge is next week and they're heading off, but he's done all of his shocks, sent them off. They've all been redone by the boys at Gazard, and we've got a new set of wheels, new set of pros and everything like that. So he's done some work to the car. We'll show a couple of bits and pieces he's done, but then we're going to go ahead, bang the new set of wheels on it, get the pros set up, do some bar adjustments, as well as some shocks adjustments to see where we're at. But when he goes to the track, because they're all new and they've been revalved and everything like that, we're going to have to just see how it goes. But we'll try and get it where it needs to be. We've got a bit of a data how they were. They're not much different, they're just freshened. So first off, we're going to jump onto this. We're going to chuck it up in the air, chuck it on the scales, see where we're at, and start changing some bars and doing some cool stuff before we jump over to the GTS. So let's get this up in the air and check it out. Start on Jamie's. We're going to whip the street tyres off. While they're off, we are going to have a look at the bar angles. We'll run you through a couple of different bits and pieces, and then we're going to start chucking some clicks into the shocks and seeing where we're at. Everything's going to be pretty relative to where it needs to be. Not many changes were made. So we'll whip the wheels off and we'll have a look at the bar angles and see where we're at. Because we've changed the ride height, for the boys are going to have the full deck of cards. There's 4 people going to be in the car, as well as a trailer, so the ride height's been lifted up. We'll go through, we'll run you through what we're doing and why we're doing it. So let's go in. Tell you what, these Milwaukee rattle guns, they're killer. For the size of it and for the weight of it, you know what I mean? It's only got a 5 amp hour battery, and that's all it needs. It does everything it should, and it just does it really well. Quality products. Alright, we're going to bang the pros on and see where it sits. First thing's ride height, so we're going to take it off the jack stand and we'll see where it's sitting. So let's do that. Alright. So, looking at the car, it's come up quite a bit. It's come up quite a bit since we've looked at it. So the boys have put the back up because it's going to be towing and it's going to have all the people in it. And the front's come up a little bit naturally with putting everything back together and getting it level so it doesn't look like a Hot Wheels car like this. So first thing we're going to do is check travel, and we're going to be checking the suspension, make sure there's no binding or anything like that. I know Jamie's gone all over it, so we shouldn't have any issues. And he's chucked a couple other sensors and other bits and pieces in it too. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with checking all the bar angles where they are now, and then we'll jack the rear end up and we'll see where the top arms are when it's got all of this separation in it. So we'll go over and start running through things. Awesome. We've made some changes. We've just adjusted the shocks. We've done all the measurements from corner to corner, and we're just having a quick look about separation. So separation, to put it in a nutshell, so we have 4 link bars. So your 4 link bars, you got top bar and bottom bar, and that is there. Then we got your diff. Yeah, and then we got your pinion angle, obviously, here. So when the car separates, the body comes up like that, and this goes down. So your bar angle ends up going to something like that, because that arm comes down and this one comes down and the car goes up. When this arm is flat and neutral, that's usually, not in all cases, but usually as much as the car's going to separate. So depending on what bolt holes and everything you have and how the track is and everything like that, that's going to dictate how much separation you have with the car. So in Jamie's instance, we've zeroed it off the sill, we've chucked it on the arm, and then we've lifted the car up till the arm goes to neutral. Now, there's a lot of factors that come into this as well, and I'm going to have a lot of experts tell me a whole bunch of other stuff, but we'll had a quick little measure, and we've got 11 3/4 inches. So 11 3/4 inches. Now, when we put it down, we have 9 1/4. So the car's going to separate 2.5 inches. Now that's not here nor there. There's cars that run into the 3s that only separate 3 inches. There's cars that separate 11.5 inches. There's all that. So it's all different and it's all relevant. But we know how Jamie's car works and all that stuff, and we know we need to get a fair bit out of it. So to drive on the street at this height is what they need to do with the trailer and all the boys in the car. So what we're going to do is, for the track, the boys are going to have to drop the shock brackets down. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jack it up, we're going to drop the shock brackets down a little bit just to get a bit of bar angle where we need it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Nice. What are we doing today?
Taking some arms off and moving them. Yeah. Down one foot.
Second the camera comes on, you just forget how to talk. But
What's talking?
We're just pulling the bolts out, lower control arms. We're gonna drop it down one more hole, bit more anti-squat in it. And we have lowered it. So it's all lowered. It gets us that little bit more separation, so it will never go any further than that. The car won't allow it to. But now we can, now we can set this up. We'll get those arms dropped in. We'll reset our pinion angle to the same it was, because it was fine. And then we can start chucking it on the scales and seeing where we're at. So we'll do that. All right, so Jamie's car is ready to jump on the scales. So we are just jacking the front up as we speak. We'll bang it on the scales, and then we'll be able to adjust preload and whatnot, and adjust the anti-roll bar and everything. Jamie and me weigh similar amounts. I'm a bit lighter, just so you know. And then we'll be able to start setting some more stuff up. So we're gonna jump on the scales, and we'll see how much has changed with the new shocks and everything in. Beautiful. On the scales. Let's have a look. Ooh, she's still heavy. Alright, so we clearly need to make some adjustments. So let's jump under and see what we can't figure out. Alright, we got Mark in the car, and he's got a bit of weight. I'm sitting on it. Just waiting. All right, and which will be Jamie's weight. Just looking at it, we definitely need to put some weight over the driver's wheel and a little bit of anti-roll bar to take a little bit off or add a little bit onto the front left. So that'll be perfect. It's not far off at all, so it's pretty good. And we got the bars where they need to be, so this should be over pretty quickly. So we'll get the adjustments where they need to be, get it off the hoist, and then jump onto the GDS. No, one little limiting factor that I forgot about was the top arms. The top arms are just adjustable factory style top arms, so I haven't got the movement to get the load on it how we are. So we're gonna use the anti-roll bar, just to preload it, just that touch more to get a little bit on it. And then yeah, if it has any issues with steer or anything like that, then we can dictate that with the arms. But right now, seems happy days. So we'll chuck a bit of load on it. And see what comes from it. All right, Mark's out of the car, but we have all sorted. So we've got the preload a little bit more on the back rear than we usually do, but since we raced it last, me and Jamie both knew that I needed a little bit more. So it's all prepped, ready to go. Everything's tightened up. We've got all the data and everything we need prior to go on a drag challenge. So when the boys hit the track, I'll get some videos and see if we need to make some adjustments. But pretty confident in how the car's going to go. So we'll get some videos and stuff like that up on maybe our next shop sessions. But let's go jump into the GDS. All right, here we have the 5 litre out of the GDS. So this is a factory stroke car, just kind of normal HSV 215 stuff. But new rear main seal, which means for these 5 litres, that's crank out. So you got to pull the crank out, and we've done a little bit of a retrofit. So we've taken the rope seal out, and we've just put a new rubber style seal in it, so it makes it much easier and a little bit longevity. Because those rope seals, if you've ever done one, crap. But balance is on. Pat from Fastlane has done a big chop out on this one, and then we can, yeah, get all the bits and pieces finished up for it now and sorted. But now it's time to chuck it on the stand. We can start putting the stuff on the back. So we got the flywheel, clutch, and everything like that to go on it prior to doing it. The best thing about these 6-speed cars is you can put the bell housing on them. So once the bell housing and everything's together, we'll be able to dump it in the car, get the engine mounts and everything in, and then after that we can start addressing putting the auto and everything in. So we'll get this in, we'll go from there. So, GDS's engine is in. We're popping underneath here. Dylan's just had a ball putting this aircon in.
Oh yeah, fucking so good.
And then, but aircon's back in. Engine mounts are tight. And now we're gonna go to the back. We can get the gearbox and everything in. That means we can do all the fun stuff up the front here. But we'll get this in, get it all in place. New clutch is sitting in there, so I'll get that all in order. All the fun little great HSV goodies that they have. Everything in this car is so good, Nick, for the age and how many Ks it's done. It's really good. But
Good Nick, not good.
and then we're gonna go grab the gearbox and bang it in. And what is it, Dylan? It's a
Transmission.
what? It's a transmission.
Transmission, mate.
That's it.
Mm.
Not everyone can be helped, but we're here anyways. All right, we're gonna get this in. So Dylan, can we get a little bit of an update of how the exhaust is going?
Oh yeah, right. Power of the world, mate.
So this is a prick, this job, but ABS, brake lines, everything's in there.
They sound so good, but they're so bad to work on.
See, he's getting better.
See, learning.
But look at those arms, they're built for this.
You don't want to see them, mate. You'll get.
It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Pretty much everything's done underneath as far as bolting things up go. Clutch is on, flywheel's on, clutch is on, bell housing's on, gearbox is in, gearbox mount's done. Transmission, there's no transmission.
It's a transmission.
Tail shaft, tail shaft's in. But now we're going to get all the rest of the bolt-ons. We're going to do starter motor, and extractors down here. And then we can go ahead and start putting the loom in. So I've got to put the coil on the back of the head and the rest of this other stuff
Head
in.
on the back of the coil.
The coil on the back of the head. And then, yeah, get all the wiring put in situated. And then we can do the rest of it. So that'll be all the alternator, radiator, a couple other bits and pieces all coming together. But almost done. Getting there. I'm going to say it, home stretch.
Yeah, well.
Beautiful. Alright, everything's pretty much well back in, besides a couple of little cruise control brackets, throttle and battery, but we're almost ready to kick it in the guts. So we're going to bang some oil in it, and we're going to quickly jump all the brackets on, bang the battery back in, tighten up the belts, and yeah, probably tie up these lines a little bit, put a couple of zip ties around them just so they're up and out the way, so those covers go on easy. But other than that, yeah, it's looking the part. We'll get it all together, bang this earth on, and that's it, done. We'll finish up those couple of things, chuck some oil in it, see if it starts up. Alright, update. New water pump is on, but we have another leak. The Joys thermostat housing is leaking, but I want to put a gasket on it. I'm not a massive fan of gooing them. So we're gonna have to wait till Monday to get a gasket. So we'll jump onto that, but we can put all the airbox back on. Everything's happy. It was running and happy days, but we don't want to leak. So we're gonna tighten everything up, all the battery terminals, make sure everything's at happy days, make sure the clips are done and pretty. And then after that, all the covers will go on, make it ready to go pretty much, and then we can just do the thermostat gasket in the morning. So we'll wait till we can get a gasket to finish it off, but for now, wheels are on, and just need to be tightened up, center caps on, and happy days. But that's going to leave it for today. So we're going to wrap it up, and come Monday morning, we can smash it out. So we'll see ya Monday. Jamie's picking up his car. Getting ready for drag challenge. Excited?
Absolutely. Always excited.
And
for
you're
a good
ready?
Time out. Ready before the event, so that's always a good start.
Absolutely. But nah, it's good.
Go dial some in.
So you guys are chucking the trailer on, heading to Adelaide.
Straight to the bend. Start at the bend.
Proper street case.
Drive to and from, and hopefully from.
Yeah.
Will be a good start.
100%. How many Ks is it from here to there?
I don't know. I know it's 8-hour drive, so I'm guessing roughly 800 Ks at a rough guess.
That's it. Nah, happy days. But no, it's all changed up. Hopefully she's all good, but no doubt we'll get some videos when you get stuck into it.
Definitely keep the socials updated during the week. And
absolutely. Go check out the boys. Carline Cranbourne. Jump on all the socials. Give them a plug. Instagram, Facebook. It doesn't matter what.
Carline Cranbourne.
Yes, guy. All right, this is gonna head home. So that's gonna be a wrap on shop sessions again. So like I said, comment. If you've liked the video, make sure you subscribe and you'll see all the ones that are coming up. So let's get into the next one.